Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Alex Sprang, and I am super excited. You guys have done a phenomenal job. This video is for week 2 of the social media certification program. I have posted a couple really great resources within the Facebook group. So there are a collection of what we consider to be our very best Facebook posts for real estate agents. I shared that with you so that you can see some ideas, you can get some inspiration. Heck, you could even copy and paste it if you have a real estate agent in your list of calendars to do in week 2. I also posted a resource from our friend Kim. She made a great ebook called 27 Facebook Posts That Absolutely Kill It. I shared that with you, and feel free to read through it, get some more inspiration and ideas. My goal is to make week 2 a lot easier for you than week 1 was. I know that doing all those calendars with not too much information was challenging. Many of you rose to the challenge. A couple of you had a hard time, and that's okay. So what it's all about is us learning together, growing together, being creative together, and moving forward. So this week you're going to have less homework, and you're going to have a lot more helpful resources so that you can get through this. So let me know if you have any concerns. We are here to help. So let's dive into the material. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be the second part, so part 2 of 2 of us talking about social media posts that work. And then next week, we're going to dive into some really nitty-gritty stuff. We're going to start talking about Pinterest and Twitter and LinkedIn. We're going to go into some other social media platforms. I'm going to show you some examples of each other's work. And so we're just going to have a good time. But this is part 2 of 2 to show you social media posts that work. So let's dive right in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So let's see. Let me make sure that. All right, here we are. So as a reminder, we're talking about what is social media marketing in this class, what's expected of you, finish the homework, participation and communication with me. Participation is really with everyone. One of the cool things that's been happening is that as people post the calendars that they're working on, the other people in the class are being inspired. They're getting good feedback. And then as far as the communication goes, just communicate with me. Let me know, hey, this is where I'm stuck. This is where I need help. I don't know what to do for this calendar. Let us know. Because our goal is to help you. Our goal is to have you complete the homework, not just sit there going, I'm stuck. And lastly, what can you expect to get out of this class? You're learning to use all the tools that we use. We have a really special guest coming in later this week to do another video. She is a dedicated member of the Branding Group social media team. She'll be talking about what her day-by-day life looks like just doing social media marketing. You can expect to learn how to run your own social media marketing company, and you can expect to get those creative juices flowing. A lot of you are in this class. You're already doing social media marketing for your company, and so I've gotten so many responses of people saying, you know what, as I was doing work for this calendar or that calendar, I got some great ideas for my company. And so that's what this is all about. It's about learning how to get those creative juices flowing, being inspired for, for your company or for your clients when you start your own social media company. So let's dive into some of the more, the final types of posts that work to get your audience engaged. I want to talk about contests. Contests are a great way to engage your audience and expand your audience. Here's some ideas for some killer contests that we've seen work. Comment to win. These comment to win posts are great, especially if you can couple them with talking about the type of business that you're working on. For example, you can do a comment to win and say, I want you to comment to win. And it could be guess how many people are involved in a normal real estate transaction. I'm going to pick one correct answer, and I'll give this person, that person will be the winner, right? So, or a caption contest, you post a photo and say, enter in a caption, I'm going to pick my favorite. A fill in the blank contest, one of the things that just seems to work over and over and over again are these fill in the blank contests. Our audiences love them across the board. We have not had one flop yet. They're just fun. A photo contest. This is where you encourage your audience to post a photo of something that is related to the topic at hand. For example, if you're a real estate agent, say, hey, you know what? I want you to show me what your front yard looks like, right? If you're a plumber, you can say something like, take a photo of your restroom, or take a photo of, share a photo of something gross or something like that. And lastly, refer a friend. Refer a friend is fun because now your audience is bringing your client or your company fresh leads. And what that looks like is saying, refer a friend. I'm looking for, one person who, and I'm thinking specifically about a social media calendar we did for a local theater production. I'm looking for one person who loves seeing live theater but hasn't been able to in a while. I want to bless that person with free tickets to our show. Refer a friend. So what's happening in that is that people are commenting on that post and they're tagging their friends and saying, hey, I think this person should go see this live show. I think this person would love this because of, X, Y, and Z. And it starts a conversation. They're referring their friends to you. You pick a winner, and then, for our client, they picked a winner, and then for anybody that didn't win, they gave them tickets at half off. It was a great way to fill the seats. It was a great way to find your target audience, and our audience was doing that for us by referring their friends. So it worked so good. All right, so let's talk about testimonials. Sometimes on Facebook, if you want to get word of mouth referrals, sometimes you have to create them. What I mean by that is there are so many different ways for you to get testimonials from your clients, but they rarely put them where you want them. In other words, they'll leave a word of mouth, they'll leave a testimonial on Yelp or Yellow Pages or maybe your Facebook page. But when you're creating a calendar, you can use those. You can copy and paste those referrals, those testimonials. You can copy and paste them verbatim. So now you're using a fan to sing your praises. If you can, post a photo with the testimonial and then tag the client or the person who left that testimonial in the photo, so that then their network is exposed to what they said. So I don't know if you've seen this on Facebook or Instagram, but when you're scrolling through the feed, you'll see, friend was tagged in this photo. And so even if the original post didn't come from you or a Facebook page that you follow, you're seeing that post because your friend was tagged in the photo. So we want to tag the people that are in our photo testimonials, because now we're using that photo to engage with their audience. They're seeing all the nice things that they said about our company or our client. And it does a great, it opens up, without even the response, it opens up that post to a whole new network of people. So, but from a client's perspective, also showing the testimonials really starts to instill trust in our product and our service. Because we can say all we want about the type of quality that we produce, but when you have somebody else say, hey, these guys did a good job, now it really helps solidify your position in the marketplace. So let's talk about advice and how-to posts. I capitalize this because I think it's so important. When you give to your audience, they will give back. Posting a how-to on how to do a simple task accomplishes a lot. It establishes you as an authority figure. You're demonstrating you're willing to help and not just sell. And any value you give will come back to you over time. I always encourage my clients to use a video if at all possible. They get great views and responses. Let's talk about some advice and how-to posts that we can use on some of the calendars that we've given for your homework. For a real estate agent, we can post a how-to on how to stage your home for an open house. We can, for a plumber, we can talk about how to fix a drain that's clogged up. For some of our theater, our clients, we can do a how to prepare yourself for an audition. These are all things that are giving high value to our audience. People need to hear these things. They want to know how to do them. It's showing that we're the expert. It's giving us a lot of goodwill to the community. A lot of times these sort of posts get shared, which just is great for our organic reach. And it shows us that we're an expert, and this is a great way to also educate the audience on what it is that we do. A lot of times our clients or our companies, we know what we know what we can do, but our audience doesn't know all the things that we do or can provide. So by showing a how-to, we're now opening the eyes of our audience to say, here's other things that we can help you with. So let's talk about local news. Man, local news is such a great way to engage your audience. Post about local news, tie you into the community, and inspires conversations. It's not spammy or salesy. Your audience loves talking about their home, remember to keep it positive and don't talk about politics on your company page or your clients' pages. Politics has no place on any business page. But local news is one of those things that, you know, we kind of stumbled onto here at the branding group. One of our clients really wanted to talk about their local community. It was a real estate agent. And we noticed that every single post that we did that was talking about their local city just did great. And, you know, the data doesn't lie. We went, wow, this is really cool. Let's try it with some of our other clients. And every single time we posted a local news story or we started talking about something happening in their area, it just killed it. Their audience loved talking about it. So we just continue to do it. We really struck gold with that, you know, and that's another way that a lot of times our clients help lead us to make better decisions and create better posts. You know, if it wasn't for the real estate agent insisting that we talk about their local hometown, we probably wouldn't have done it. But when we started doing that, we just realized, wow, this continues to work over and over and over again. So local news is something that I highly recommend that you talk about on your business page. And it doesn't have to be breaking news. It could just has to be local news. So even if it was something that was announced a month ago, you talking about it on your business page or on your client's page means that they know what's going on in their community. People aren't looking to you or to your company as a newspaper. They're looking to you as a local business, and talking about what's happening in your community really connects you with the community. So it just does great. So let's talk about your homework. As soon as you're done watching this video, email me, alex@brandinggroup.com, with the same subject line, social media certification homework. I will send you the homework for this week. Don't worry, it's not as much as the first week. Again, please check the Facebook group. Please do that, because I just posted some great content for you. You got some great resources. You have over 100 posts that the branding group has personally made. Then you have what our friend Kim made, which is the 27 different types of killer Facebook posts. I am trying to inspire you and show you some ideas that you have. A lot of you got stuck a little bit and reached out for help. I was more than happy to help you, but I wanted to take it to the next level this week by giving you some more content and some more help. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this video. I am just loving being a part of this. I know that you guys are reaching out and saying, wow, this has been so good for me. And I just love hearing that positive feedback. I am here to help you. Please reach out. Let me know, as soon as you're done with this, send me an email, alex@brandinggroup.com, and let's get your second week of homework started. We're just going to continue to learn. We have a special guest coming in later on this week. I'm excited about that. You'll be able to meet a person on the Branding Group social media team. And prior to her coming on here, I'm going to make a Facebook post on the group asking for questions that you have for her. She is more than willing to talk about her job. Any and all questions you have, let it rip. So have a great day, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.